Of all the ships that did their bit in keeping Britain's lifelines open and carrying vital supplies during the darkest days of the war, none played a braver part than the little trawlers. Built during peacetime to face nothing more hazardous than sea fishing, they sailed out to catch bigger and more dangerous fish. To them fell a large share in the job of bringing cargoes safely to port and of sweeping away the mines with which the enemy hoped to paralyze our sea traffic. Many a U-boat had reason to fear those deadly guns, and many a marauding aeroplane too. The cost was heavy. Some of those trawlers will never go fishing again. And what of the ships that remain? Come with us down to the London docks, where workmen are busy stripping them of the weapons which transformed them for 6 troubled years into fighting vessels. Its job is over. All that remains is to return it to the authorities, now that it's no longer needed. For long, anxious months, while the battle of the seas went against us, armament like this helped to get the ships through. Now it has become so much useless burden to be cleared away as soon as possible so that the ships can get back to their old job. The priority now is food, and the trawlers have as vital a part to play in peace as ever they had in war. Every pound of unnecessary weight taken away means more capacity for the season's catches, and that means more fish in the shops and more smiles on the faces of the housewives. Many seamen's lives have been saved by these, but now the danger from human enemies is past. The fishermen to whom the trawlers are being returned will only have to face the moods of the sea, which generations of skill have long taught them to master. Now all that's left is to clear away the belongings of the men who brought the ships safely through the perils of war. Soon the trawlers will be out of their battle dress, ready to face a world at peace again. The scene changes to the famous fishing port of Lowestoft. The trawlers have been handed back by the Navy to their peacetime owners. When the coal's aboard and the rigging has been repaired, they'll be all set for the first catch of the season. Cookies often cursed those endless spuds before, but now he almost enjoys the job. Members of the crew come aboard to take up their livelihood where war interrupted it. At last the signal is given and they set off, but no longer face the perils of minefields and U-boats. Some of the old hands have shaken their heads and said that years of mines and depth charges will have driven the fish away. The crew can't help feeling anxious as they make their way back to their old fishing grounds. There's a question mark in all their minds. What will their first catch be like? Back in port again. Have the old-timers' fears been justified? The answer's a very large no. It's a record catch, enough to start the crew on a string of those fishermen's stories. A sight this to bring a sparkle to housewives' eyes and make fishmongers take down some of those no fish today notices. Even the fishermen's wives, who used to grumble about the smell of their husbands' clothes when they got home, will now find it better than expensive Paris perfumes.